How's it gaming? I'm Phil in the Blanks, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy. We've beaten Final Fantasy, and we're ready to tackle the bonus dungeons. First up is the Earthgift Shrine. We'll have no problems at all. Here is my current equipment. Pretty much nothing has changed, other than the fact that I gave the Masamune to Zera, just so we can get through battles a lot faster. Also, as a little bit of a twist, I am actually talking while not playing. I did this recording of me getting through the dungeon first, and now I'm talking over it because I need to go through this dungeon 4 friggin' times. So I had maps open, stuff like that, so that I could just play. And here's the most memorable part of the Earthgift Shrine that anyone who's played this will remember, and it's this giant purple friggin' forest. It is just easy enemies. These black goblins, for example, are barely stronger than, like, goblin guards. So this whole dungeon can be done with, like, I feel like level, like, 10 to 15 characters. It's the bosses that are sort of more difficult, but once you reach, like, mid-20s and you have your class changes, I think you'll be fine. So if you're playing this in a different way than I am, where you do this in the middle of your regular playthrough, that'd probably be a good time to do this part. But I like to do this all at the end because I feel it's not balanced well in the actual game, because you can get some powerful weapons in some of these places, and if you die, you actually get kicked out of the dungeon. You don't actually lose, you don't have to load your save. So if you're really smart, you want to be super powerful, you can go into some of the later dungeons and kind of play around with the RNG and get super powerful armor and weapons, stuff like that. Speaking of RNG, so the way these dungeons work, for example, this is a pretty easy one. There's only 5 floors. And by that I mean only 4 floors technically. You have the entrance, then you have 4 floors, and then you have the last floor, which has the bosses. And those 4 floors are shuffled randomly. And each floor has a number of treasure chests that it can hold. That first little floor that we went to is just a little area that actually is a nice callback to Final Fantasy III's first dungeon. And I think there was 2 treasure chests, and that will always have 2 treasure chests. But there is a possibility of a maximum of 5 treasure chests per floor. This is really hard to explain, and I'm bad at explaining things. So, floor 1 has a list of 5 treasures you can get. But depending on the floor that you get for floor 1, you might only have 2. And a lot of times the powerful stuff is set to, like, you need at least 5 treasure chests in order to get it. It's really hard to explain. There's a really, really good guide on GameFAQs that explain this to me, because I didn't really understand how that worked. And I do get something good. I don't know if you'll see it in this playthrough. I don't think so. But over the course of me going through this dungeon 4 times, and I ended up getting one of the exclusive armors, which is pretty cool. And yeah, so if you want to get all the good stuff, it's very frustrating because you're completely reliant on the random number generator randomly determining which floor you're going to get. And if you're like, alright, for the 3rd floor, I need the 3rd floor to be the good floor that holds 5 treasure chests because a powerful sword's in there, and you don't get it, you're like, well, screw it. Like, now I'm just frustrated. I'm not sure if you can save scum a little bit, like right before you go to the next floor to, like, guarantee that floor. It's not so bad in this one and the next one. This only has, like I said, 4 interchanging floors. The Hellfire Chasm, the next one we're going to do, is 10 floors in total, and you have to go through it twice in order to beat all the bosses. The Lifespring Grotto is, I believe, 20 floors, and only, I think, one of the floors has the maximum amount of chests, and it's 10 chests in that one. So there's only, like, 5% chance of getting the floor you want on when you want. It's stupid. And that's why I don't like the way Square Enix does its bonus content in like the modern releases of these games. This is modern, this is 20 years ago almost. I don't like the idea of whether or not I get good treasure to be random. And this was kind of the generation of games where a lot of stuff is like online and random loot and random drops, like Diablo and that kind of stuff. And I've always hated that. I've always hated it. I like knowing that there's going to be a treasure chest in a certain area, and I know what's going to be in it if I've played this before. I don't like the idea of, will I get it? Oh, better manipulate the game in order to see if I No, I hate that stuff. Here's me kind of walking around. I know where I'm supposed to go. It's kind of a round area around the Purple Forest, and I'm just kind of looking for treasure chests in hopes. There's nothing really great in the Earthgift Shrine, and there's nothing great in the Hellfire Chasm either, to be honest. The good stuff starts up in the Lightspring Grotto, but don't focus too much on that, because in the 4th dungeon, the Whisperwind Cove, you actually have the option to buy a lot of the exclusive stuff that you can get from these dungeons. So don't worry your pretty little face off of it. You don't really need this extra stuff. The really good extra stuff is usually sometimes not hidden, is like right after a boss as an actual tangible reward instead of just a random thing. So you should probably play it like I do and just not care about the RNG and just have fun with it. Because, I mean, if you want to, you can go ahead and do it and get all this extra stuff, but I don't really think it's super necessary. And, I mean, the dungeons themselves aren't very hard, as you can see. Like, this is really easy. The Hellfire Chasm is really easy. They obviously get harder, but you can easily do these right after beating the game with your current party. I mean, Dev can kill these guys in a single hit at this point. This is easily the longest floor, though, is this purple forest. This is why it's so memorable, because you have to do it 4 times. The rest of the floors are very simple, so this is a really easy one to go through. So I don't even know if this episode will go full half hour, like we've been trying to do, because the bosses themselves they went really well. So, and they're not very long, the bosses themselves. So, oh no, Gloom Widow. Oh no. There are Abyss Worms too, I think. They're actually fairly difficult enemies. Not for my party right now. I don't even know if I fight one in this recording. But they are definitely the hardest thing in this dungeon. But I don't think you see it. It's so funny seeing Zero with this massive katana. Love it. Almost there. Unfortunately, this gravestone does not say anything. Unfortunately. And then, yeah, you got the little undead guards there, and you talk to them in their random fight. But as you can see, like, I can basically hold down that attack button, just whip my way through them. I do like the idea of a forest dungeon. You don't really get a cool forest area in the base Final Fantasy, and that background is gorgeous. Looks super good. I should just run away here. I don't even know why I'm doing this. It's fine. Bam, gone dead. They're not giving me a lot of experience. Once you get to a certain level, though, I think 49, maybe even 39, you start gaining levels the same experience level. You don't need any more, so you start getting those levels pretty quickly when you fight, like, really powerful enemies. This is a large area, and it repeats. So you want to find a position, like a palm tree, for example, and go in one of the directions, and soon you'll find a formation of 3 palm trees, and they'll point out an arrow, and that's where you're going to go. There are, I think, 4, there might be 5 treasure chests on this floor, I'm not sure. It's not really worth finding them, like I said, in Earthgift Shrine, but I mean, hey, if you see them, get it, right? Oh, there we go, I found the exit already, so that was very easy. I think there's a treasure if you go directly to the south, but I don't think I do it. We'll find out in a second after I fight these goblins. Yeah, I've always found that Square Enix's extra dungeons feel like busy work more than they feel like something good. Chrono Trigger had a good example of what I'm talking about, where it's like just bad design and easily the worst part of the game. So I didn't even do it when we played Chrono Trigger together. This is another homage to Final Fantasy III's opening dungeon, which I think is really cool. I actually wish more of the optional dungeon floors did that, but there's not a lot of it. This is really the only one that does it. And there is a reason why it's an homage to FF3, the Famicom version of FF3, which is pretty cool. Shame to the right, there should be like a healing area in the original game there was. Ooh, I got a Silver Apple. These are great. You start getting permanent stat boost items. Silver Apples are max HP by 5, and I give them all to Dev. Because there's a chance Solomon, Kira, and Zero will max out their HP before level 99. Dev will not, I don't think anyways. And, alright, onward to... Oh, no, not yet. We'll do one more fight. Once I go down that staircase, though, we'll switch to Present Fill, where I actually do live. My audio is while I'm playing, so Future Phil will shut up now. Alright, Present Phil is back, currently playing. And this is the last room of the Earthgift Shrine. And there are 4 rooms, basically, and each one has a boss. Let's go ahead and unequip the Masamune from Zera. Let's just go ahead and give it straight to Solomon. Yes, Solomon's was so powerful. Oh, before we go in, spoilers for Final Fantasy III bosses. Just, just a heads up. So you've managed to reach these depths. I commend you, but your journey ends here, I'm afraid. I don't know what voice to do. I don't know who I'm fighting. Oh, it's Cerberus. Oh my god, the Final Fantasy III battle music. Boss music. So good. Yeah, these guys are fairly easy. We're way past the point where these guys are going to matter to us. For the most part, anyways. They have anywhere from like 4,000 to 5,000 HP, which is more than the Elemental Fiends their first go through, but we've beat Chaos, so we're fine. Cerberus likes to use magic, so we're going to Null Shock and kind of go through each element. And you are going to Temper, and Solomon's are going to be our key player, like usual. Yeah, physical attacks do nothing. Nothing. We're fine. Zap, 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 zap. Nice. Now we are ready for the attack. We'll do the same for Kira, though. Might as well. Giant gloves. No frost. And we'll haste you as well. Thunderbolt, there we go. So, those are the magic, and we got Null Shock on already, actually. That's... Ooh, see, that's still pretty powerful. 135 to Kira? That's actually fairly rough. That would have been like... Geez, 200 something. Oh my god, doing 2,000. One more round is going to be enough to kill Cerberus, I believe, if we attack with both of them. You're just going to Hilaga, keep everyone alive, might as well just defend. Yeah, this is fine. If you had done Thunderbolt every time, you could have competed with us, but you didn't, because you're dumb. Goodbye, Cerberus. This is the only time you'll see Final Fantasy III 2D sprites looking that good, because Final Fantasy III was only remade like twice. Once for the DS, which was pretty cool, and once for the Pixel Remaster, which wasn't as cool. Like it's 2D, so I do like it better than the 3D one, because I like 2D, but you don't get to see the really HD 2D the way you got on this, so... There we go. We got the Kotetsu, which is just not as good as what we've already... Look how low that goes. 33? No. 44 is still better, obviously. But yeah, we can leave basically now, and through the power of editing, you won't have to see me go through the dungeon again. We'll just pop right back up here. Whee! Oh, and you go through one more. Woo! You can return to the surface here. Do you wish to leave? I mean, what are you going to do? Not go? So yes, of course. Anyways, I'll meet you back right at the entrance of this room. Alright, we're back. Go to the right this time. You've done well to come this far, but you will go no further. Okay, very generic lines from you guys. Ooh, Echidna. Probably the hardest boss of the FF3 bosses here. Simply because she is obsessed with instant death attacks. We should be well protected from them at this point, but honestly, you just never know. So, at that point, I don't have... Yeah, I don't have, what is it called? The null death. But I don't think I really need it, so just Invizira and all that, and we'll get everyone else up and running. We still have the Masamune on Solomon, just to kind of get those really, really heavy attacks. This shouldn't be too difficult. Here we go! See if all our pro rings and pro capes and ribbons and all that are actually effective. And it looks like for Solomon it was there. That's definitely good. At this point, might as well just cast Holy. Yeah, you're not lasting long. There's not enough HP, basically, to warrant having 2 characters power themselves up. I really should just concentrate on Solomon. Ugh, love the way Holy looks. It looks very, very neat. 280, not a lot. So you can really tell magic is made for not bosses, like just mobs, basically. There we go. Easy enough. Don't think we get a reward for you though, Echidna. Ah, next potion. Alright. Alright, next up. Alright, let's do the third. Head to the left, and we'll head to the left again, right up here. Ooh, where are we going? Ooh, it's like maze-like. Alright, and we also found one of the exclusive items, like weapons or armor. And we got the Elven Cloak, which didn't do a whole lot. It brought up Zera's accuracy up by 1, defense up by 1, evasion up by 1, so nothing, or sorry, 2. But still, that's still an increase, so hooray. If you got that early on in the game, that would probably be pretty cool. Because you could probably do this dungeon fairly early in the game, I think, by the time you get to the upgraded classes. So anyways, third boss. In me are all things great and small extinguished. Die now, warriors of light. Ooh, sounded like a riddle of some sort. And we got the two-headed dragon, which is almost a purely defensive, or sorry, offensive character. Pretty much no magic, just pretty much just physical attack. So that means I'm actually going to cast Protera and Invisira right away. I don't want to risk getting taken out by a random big physical attack. We should be fine, but you never know. We'll let Solomon be our exploding man. Yeah, okay, never mind. That's nothing. No, we're fine. The single Invisira and the single Protera should be enough. Nice. Temper him a couple times, and we're probably good for the rest of the battle now. 63 against you with Invisira and Protera, that's actually pretty decent. It's probably just more for, like, if he attacked Dev beforehand, that would have probably like 300 or something. And you know what? We're just going to defend with everyone else. Lead the way, Solomon, my goodness. Just ridiculous attack power right now. My god. There you go. That is 3 out of 4. Hopefully I'll be able to get another one of the exclusive pieces of equipment this last time through. It'd be nice to get them, even just to see them if I don't use them. Oh, there we go. There's the Bard's Tunic, which I can't imagine being that great. Really high evasion, but bad for you. Bad for you. Yeah, bad for everyone. Unfortunately, like I said, earliest of the elemental bonus dungeons, so it makes sense that the stuff here wouldn't be very good or overwhelming or anything. Alright, last time through. Alright, that was my final run through of the dungeon. I found another Elven Cloak, so basically both Dev and Zera have one, which is nice. And all 4 runs I was able to get a Silver Apple, which is +5 to the max HP of a character. I used them all on Dev because he has the lowest HP growth, so everyone else, like, I'm pretty sure Solomon and Zera will get 999 before level 99. I'm pretty sure Kira will too. Dev's the only character who is not guaranteed, I think, to get that, so. Anyways, here we go. Last one. Ooh, there's a chest directly behind it. There are none who can stop me in all of creation. You two shall fall before me. I don't think so. This is the Iron Man. Another staple Final Fantasy character that I think maybe FF2 was the first one. Maybe it was FF3 with this boss, but doesn't matter. Same things as before. We're going to temper and haste. I don't know what you do, but I'm going to Invisira anyways. And we'll get good old Solomon to do his job. That is to just destroy foes in front of him. It's very easy for him to do. Probably don't even need Invisira or whatnot at this point. Pretty sure Echidna was the strongest thing in our way. There we go. Ooh, Earthquake, we got some death spells here. Oh, wow, Kira's gone. Well, there goes Kira. That's fine. Well, you know what? I have the magic. Might as well bring him back to life. Might be dead here, though. Nope, not yet. Yeah, you were the only one without a ribbon, too. That's probably why. Which means you're the only one who's susceptible to that type of stuff. That's fine. Kira's more like, right now anyways, for a lot of these fights, like, can kind of do anything. Thanks to all the items and stuff we've been finding. It's like, do you need to heal? Get Kira to use a magic, an item, while Zera can do other things, and Dev can power up Solomon, that kind of thing. So, what do we get, though? A Mega Elixir. And that's it. And you don't get any little fanfare for defeating all 4 bosses, just Earthgift Shrine is done. Hopefully you found everything. I mean, you can always go back in. You go back in, nothing's changed. The guy still says the same thing. Oh no, you know, it's dangerous. You still go in. But that is it for the Earthgift Shrine. That is one of the 5 bonus dungeons, one of the, I guess, 4 Game Boy Advance dungeons, and after that we still have the PSP specific dungeon. But yeah, next episode we will go to the fire one. I forgot the name of it, but yeah, that'll be next time. I'm Fill in the Blanks. See you next level. Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this episode, click that subscribe button and hit the bell icon to know when the next episode is up. If you want to support my channel, share some videos with some friends and consider supporting me on Patreon.